Hey guys, how we doing today? It's Wally with Internet.com, and today I wanted to kick things off by talking about customer support with web hosting itself, and why is it important that you align yourself with a web hosting provider that has really great customer support itself. I had a really nice experience just yesterday with a Fusion Arc hosting itself. You may or may not know too much about them. Their web host has been around for quite some time, and they really specialize in cheap web hosting with cPanel itself. That's all they do, and they do it very well. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about not only my experience that I had yesterday, but in general, 4 things that I always look for with any web hosting provider. And these are the same things that you should look for before you get started with any web hosting provider online to launch your website, your blog, or maybe your e-commerce store. If you guys are new here to this channel for Internet.com, hit the subscribe button, guys, right below, along with the bell, and that way any future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. So as I mentioned before, guys, yesterday I had a really nice experience with a customer service rep at a Fusion Arc hosting. I just wanted to tell you about it. It's very brief, but it's a really good one. And I think that if you have a really great experience with customer support, you should give people their kudos, give them shout outs, and that's what I want to do here today on the LearnInternet channel. If you guys like that, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to this channel, drop a comment right below, give me your feedback, and let me know what you think about this video. So here's the email that I had right here. I had to send a chat to myself, that way I have it handy so I can make this video for you guys. So yesterday I spoke with Rep Keenan Kano, and I just want their customer support or the company to know that this is an amazing customer service rep, right? And so I had an issue with the website, accessing the website itself, and what I did is I just started a simple chat, plugged in my name, the issue that I was experiencing, and I was connected with a rep, this Keenan Kano, within about 15 seconds. It was really quick, maybe 10 to 15 seconds, but it was really fast. And he looked into the situation itself, took a few seconds doing that, and he cleared something on the back end itself, told me to reattempt it. I tried it and it worked, and I was able to access their website with my account itself. And so we're talking about something that's not extraordinary itself, right? I'm talking about customer support, and it really doesn't matter what issue that you experience with a web hosting provider. You need to be able to pick up the phone or be able to reach somebody on chat really fast to resolve it. And that's what happened with me just yesterday. And for this reason, I wanted to mention this, guys, on my YouTube channel for Internet.com. That way, if you guys are looking for a reliable web hosting provider that's inexpensive, really great for beginners, I highly recommend that you guys check out Fusion Arc Hosting. I will drop links right below. That way you guys can get started today. So again, customer support is extremely important. It's one of 4 major things that I look for with any web hosting provider before getting started with them. The next thing that I like to look for, and I think you should, is obviously affordability. Is the web hosting provider affordable? Now, in the case of a Fusion Arc hosting, they have the cheapest web hosting prices that I've seen, like online itself. It's only $1.95 per month. And something that you should know, guys, is that with web hosting in general, including with Fusion Arc hosting, I recommend that you guys purchase more of it up front. Now, in the case of like Fusion Arc, when you guys sign up today with the links below, let's say for example you're going to get 1 year web hosting. This is just an example. With the NanoNet plan itself, it's going to be like $23. It's 20 some odd bucks for the very first year. That's crazy. It's crazy amazing, super affordable for beginners online that want to create a simple site, blog, or even a store online that handles like light traffic. 20 some odd dollars. Absolutely amazing. Now, if you guys want to purchase up to 3 years, which is what I recommend, and this again is with just the first tier that we're talking about, it's only 60 bucks. I want to say about $63, something like that, give or take. And so we're talking about a huge savings itself. Why do I say that? Well, I used to host at SiteGround, and I hosted at SiteGround. I don't know if you guys ever hosted with them or not, or know somebody who has, but you know, with SiteGround itself, the pricing is just going up, and especially with the renewals itself. I remember back when I got started with them, I got like the startup plan itself, and for my first year with SiteGround, it was $80 that I paid for the very first year. Now, when it renewed the very second year, it bumped up to $200. So we're talking $80 with the introductory rate. I bought like a year up front. This is with SiteGround. Maybe you guys have hosted with another provider and you experienced something similar. I don't know. You can drop your comments right below. But I just wanted to mention this example in this Fusion Arc hosting review. That way you guys can really appreciate, as beginners, all of the money that you're saving, right? And so it's really no need to spend like a lot of money to get quality service, and that's exactly what you're getting at Fusion Arc hosting. And so from $80 bumping up to $200 with the renewals, the pricing was just through the roof, right? And so what I recommend, guys, that you do with Fusion Arc hosting, buy 3 years up front. It's only 60 bucks, 60 some odd bucks, like 63 bucks if I'm not mistaken, the exact figure itself. 3 years of web hosting. This is a price, this is a mere fraction of what you guys would pay for like a year, right? With most of the web hosting competitors that are out there. And for this reason, you need to get started with Fusion Arc hosting today using the links below. Buy 3 years of web hosting, right? It's super cheap to do it. And of course, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you feel for some odd reason that Fusion Arc is not for you, you can contact customer support to give you your money back, and you're done. So we talked about customer support, having excellent, fast customer support. That's what they have. It's super affordable. You need that as a beginner online. That way you can launch, your business online, and you can start with a very low, overhead. You don't want to have like too many like expenses and things like that. You can start off really low, and as your website grows over time, you can just upgrade or scale like to the next plan itself. And so even on the very first tier, it handles up to like 10,000 visitors. Absolutely amazing, right? It's an amazing deal, amazing resources that they give into you in the way of gigabytes, SSD storage. And again, this is something that I wanted to mention to you guys. Super, super affordable. Let's talk about uptime performance. So uptime performance is another area, guys, that I always look into before getting started with any web host, online. Uptime support for beginners, if you're not sure what it is, it's just a measurement of how reliable a web hosting provider is. So how often is the web host online? You need to know this because when you launch your website today, for example, with Fusion Arc hosting, you need to know and understand the availability of the provider online. People are searching for you and your business, your services on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. And when somebody searches using very specific key terms, just like you guys did today, to find this video, they're going to be able to find you, click through, and be able to purchase your items, right? And so you need reliable web hosting provider. Fusion Arc is that. They work very, very hard. Some things that I noticed that I really love is that they have in place very fast page loads. They have like well over 30 like data center locations, and so I love that because a lot of providers online only have maybe 3, 4, 5 at the most, something like that, and that's great. But I think that no matter the country that you're situated in, whether you're like in the United States, you're in Europe, Asia, Africa, wherever it is that you're situated right now, rest assured that you'll be able to lock in on a data center that's closest to you or closest to your actual visitors itself. And so you need that because it's really great for delivering content, online, faster page loads, and all of that just promotes a better user experience, for your visitors. And in turn, Google is going to reward you by giving you higher rankings in the search, and that's what you want. We all want that. We all want more traffic, targeted traffic, and traffic that's 100% free through Google, right? And so again, when you align yourselves with a web hosting provider that has these things in place, you'll have a reliable web hosting provider that you can count on, right? And obviously your business would be able to count on that too. The next area that I wanted to talk about, guys, really briefly is security. Just looking on stats online, I mean, you can see that tons and tons of websites are hacked each and every day. They're hacked, they come down with malware, they're bombarded with brute attacks, DDoS attacks, websites are taken over. In many cases, if not all, is due to websites being unprotected. They're not updated with cores, themes, plugins, and things like that, and so they're prone to vulnerabilities. And so you need a web hosting provider, again, that takes proactive measures to keep your website safe and secure online. In the case of FusionArk Hosting, they give you free SSL certificates. Every website needs that. When people, again, Google and they see you in the service itself, if they see like not secure, a warning symbol that or sign rather that Google now places in the search engines, they're not going to click through. They're going to be deterred and they're not going to click through. And that means you're losing a potential client. You don't want that. So FusionArk Hosting gives you free SSL certificates. They have backups for your website to recoup your data in case you have like an emergency, there's a disaster or something unfortunate happens with your site. You can always recoup it within a few clicks. I really love that. They have around-the-clock protection for things like DDoS attacks, brute attacks, malware removal. You need these things in place. A lot of web hosting providers have it, maybe as an add-on, or you might have to hire perhaps like a web developer and pay them hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on how large your website is, just to remove things like malware. And so, again, these are the four main areas, guys, that matter most to me. One, really great customer support, which I have seen that, and you guys will too when you get started. Really great uptime performance, really great security, and super affordable for all users of all kinds. And so I invite you guys to get started today using the links below, guys. FusionArk Hosting is an amazing provider. They do have a 30-day money-back guarantee for their shared web hosting itself. They also do have VPS hosting itself, and that's really for people that already have a following. You already have higher volumes of traffic and you need more dedicated resources for your account itself. If that's for you, I highly recommend that you guys check out their VPS. They have some amazing deals, guys, the best that I've seen. And again, I just wanted to throw up this brief FusionArk Hosting review to share with you some things that I think about them, guys. So I hope that you guys found value with this video. If so, give me a like, go ahead and drop a comment right below, tell me what you thought. Let me know what type of website you guys are thinking about creating. Share that information right below. I'd love to hear your feedback, okay? So get started today using the links below. I hope you guys much success in your endeavors of launching your website and also in your business, not only in this year, but going forward. Take care. Make it a great day.